Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're just going to read a little bit of game lore and a couple different things and maybe some other little pieces. So we'll do game world and setting. This game world is known as Voidheart, and it has 7 massive towers, each on its own continent, and each has 100 floors. These towers are called the Primordial Dungeons. It's a world filled with diverse landscapes from continent to continent, from dense withered forests and and towering obsidian mountain ranges to vast deserts of dried blood and mysteries underneath its black oceans. Beginning of the realms. The realms of Voidheart were born from the battle of 2 primordial concepts, one of light and one of shadow. Their primordial bodies clashing together gave rise to the first dawn. And from this first dawn, the world of Voidheart emerged. The intense energy from the first dawn still flows throughout the land and can be felt by those born with magic. The concepts. The gods in this game are the physical embodiment of a concept. Each of these concepts is engaged in an eternal struggle for influence over the realms. Mortals often become the pawns of this sadistic cosmic game of continuous war. Setting overview. Voidheart is a land in which everyone and everything has what is called mana. Many people and creatures can use their mana in order to perform amazing features and abilities. Very rarely a person or creature is born into the realms of Voidheart, not only with mana and the capability to perform such amazing features or abilities, but he or she also gains the ability to use magic in the form of spells that requires mana in order to fuel. Both non-magical and magical creatures roam the wilds, and magical items are very rare. Laws on magic. The governing body of magic is known as the Primordial Eye. They are the ones who enforce the laws regarding the use of magic. Unauthorized use of magic results in the 3 following punishments in the following order. The magic user is fined based on the trade values of where they were fined. The magic user is permanently banished from where they used their magic. The magic user is hunted down by the Primordial Eye as they try to put a permanent end to the user and their magic. Magic Authorization Ceremony. Once per 6 in-game months, the Primordial Eye holds what is called the Magic Authorization Ceremony. This ceremony is a gathering of those who have discovered they have magic and that do not already have a Magic Guild certification card. Oh, my music keeps stopping. It's whatever. And they must, anyone that is attending this ceremony in order to gain a Magic Guild certification card must present their magic to the attending guild leaders and see if the guild leaders are interested in their magic. If none of the leaders are interested, then the person is given the option to give up or overcome a task given to them by the guild leaders. If they choose to give up, they will not receive a Magic Guild certification card. If they choose to take the task and overcome it, then they will be granted one. Additionally, if at least one of the guild leaders are interested in someone's magic, then the guild leader may choose to have that person be assigned a card underneath their guild's name. World history. 10,000 years ago, the concept of law and the concept of chaos waged war against, again, this time shattering the world supercontinent. This cataclysmic event is known as the Shattered Eclipse. And then we've got human cultures, the Kingdom of the Rising Sky. This kingdom is famous for its floating cities and wing implantation experiments. They value exploration and knowledge above all else. The Desert Kingdom of the Shifting Sands. Experts in survival and sand magic. They revere the spirits of the sands and have intricate systems of trade across the barren deserts. The Kingdom of the Flaming Forest. The inhabitants of this enchanted forest are skilled in both earth and fire magic and have a strange bond, or a strong bond, with the natural world. Nomadic Kingdom of the Shifting Sanctuary. A group of wandering tribespeople who live off the land and move with the seasons. They value nature and their tribesmen above all else. Kingdom of Sand and Sun. This coastal beach civilization relies on maritime trade and underwater exploration. They are known for their skilled blacksmiths and unique underwater treasures. And then Kingdom of Majestic Merchants, a collection of 3 bustling collective city-states that are all connected by trade routes. Each of these 3 cities focuses on something different above all else. 1, commerce, 2, diplomacy, and the 3rd is the pursuit of wealth. Kingdom of Rattling Chains. This kingdom's society is divided into strict cassettes, each with its own role and responsibilities. Movement between cassettes is difficult to impossible. This kingdom is feared for their known heresy and slavery. Non-human clans. It is said that outside the world of Voidheart, within its realms, live non-humans such as elves, dark elves, dwarves, giants, goblins, and even concepts themselves. Because they live in the realms of Voidheart and not within the world of Voidheart, these creatures are not currently known to actually exist to most of mankind, and are thus considered to be either legendary, mythical, or primordial creatures or beings. And then we've got the realms of existence, realm of the living. This realm is the material world of Voidheart, where your character resides. It is a realm of physicality, where creatures and mortals live out their lives and interact with each other. Realm of the dead. This realm where souls go after death. The realm is divided into various smaller realms that are based on the deceased's actions and beliefs during life. Realm of fire, a volatile and ever-burning realm. It is a place of constant turmoil where landscapes are composed of molten rock and rivers of lava. Realm Earth. This realm is surrounded by vast mountainous landscapes and ancient underground caverns. Realm Air, a realm of endless skies and floating islands. These islands vary in location, sometimes being within serene clouds and sometimes being within tumultuous clouds or tumultuous storms. Realm of Water, a vast realm in the black oceans, hidden underwater kingdoms. It is a place of both tranquility and danger. Realm of light, a realm crackling with energy, or not light, sorry, lightning, light's next, where lightning storms are constantly occurring and where the landscape surfaces is constantly electrified. Now we're on the realm of light. A realm of radiant beauty. This realm is home to the concept of law and life. Realm of darkness, a shadowy and mysterious realm where darkness takes on a tangible form. This realm is home to the concept of chaos and death. And then over here, we've got the realm of dreams, a supernatural and a surreal and ever-shifting realm where dreams and imaginations intertwine to become reality. This realm is a reflection of an individual's subconscious. Realm of nightmares, a twisted and nightmarish reflection of the realm of dreams. It is a place of horrors where the darkest fears and lies of a mortal are brought to life. And then these are all the clan lores. So we'll just skip all these for now and go to here's the rules for the Primordial Dungeon, which there is one Primordial Dungeon adventure book. It's the Primordial Dungeon of Flintixtinzan, already published. And then here's some stuff on items and equipment. Items and equipment rarities. Each piece of equipment or item, whether it is non-magical or magical, has one of the following rarities chosen by the game organizer. The higher the rarity, the more powerful and harder to find. The 7 rarities are as follows: common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary, mythical, divine. Weapons. There are various varieties and different weapons that possess different damage types, ranges, properties, etc. Armors and shields, adventuring gear, magic items. And then this is the AC/ADR for items and objects, for if people want to, like have their item and object have in armor and health and be broken and all that good complicated stuff. We've got all of it listed down. And then we've got adventuring gear, all your adventuring gear that you start with or can start with. And then we've got magical adventuring items, which I think are, just these two, which I'll read. So one is pet eggs. All of these eggs look different, and as described by the game organizer, there are 7 different rarities of pet eggs as follows: common, rare, very rare, ancient, legendary, primordial, divine. A creature can only hatch a number of these eggs equal to their highest ability modifier. These eggs hatch in various ways chosen by the game organizer. These eggs follow the enemy/monster rules. The rules for enemy or monsters are provided in this book. Any egg that is between ancient and primordial in rarity is considered a legendary creature when it comes to the enemy or monster rules. Any egg that is divine in rarity gains the benefit of also being a concept creature. The rules for concept creatures are in this book. And then any egg that becomes a concept creature gains all the benefits of it. Whenever you hatch an egg, those eggs are bound to your soul, and a creature born from the egg will always follow your commands of the one that hatched it. This doesn't require anything on the hatcher's part other than speaking to it telepathically, etc. In addition, any creature hatched from the eggs gain a special ability created by the one who hatched them and the game organizer at the following levels: 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, and so on. So if you go past level 20, then it continues in that order. So it'd be 23, 25, 28, 31, 34, 37, 40, etc. Material reorganizing cube. This small 5-inch by 5-inch golden cube can be used for the cost of 1 combat point and 10 mana points. A creature, or 10 plus mana points. A creature using this cube is able to put any materials that they currently have available to them within this cube, and then the creature using this cube spends the 10 plus mana points required, infusing that mana into the cube and all of the materials within before the user of this cube rolls for the result. They explain to the game organizer what it is that they wish to create. The game organizer then sets a number that must be passed with either intelligence or wisdom. Then the user rolls the result, gaining a +1 to the roll for each 10 additional mana points spent past the initial 10 mana points. If the roll is successful, then whatever the user wanted is created. Additionally, if the roll passes the number set by the game organizer by 5 through 9, then the game organizer gives the creation a small upgrade, minor ability, etc. If the roll passes the number set by the game organizer by 10 through 19, then the game organizer gives the creature a medium upgrade / ability. In addition, if the roll passes the number set by the game organizer by 20 or higher, then the player gets to create the perfect form of whatever they were trying to create, with a number of upgrades, abilities, etc. created by them and the game organizer equal to or lower than their highest ability modifier. And then we've got weapon and armor types, like simple range, regular, simple, heavy, exotic, unarmed, and then properties: light, finesse, throw, trip, toss, deteriorating, multiple, medium, bypass, incorporeal, heavy, divine, concept, slaying. And then these are all simple weapons right here. Ranged weapons, heavy weapons, armors, and then shields, And we've read these before. These are the Void's creatures that are, and the enemy and monster rules for creating and customizing your own monsters however you want. They've got all their own different bonuses that you could pick from. They've got different combat creature types, which are regular melee, regular ranged, regular berserker, regular stealth, regular leader, regular controller, regular defender, regular supporter, and then mythical or enemy monster, mythical melee, mythical ranged, mythical berserker, mythical stealth, mythical leader, mythical controller, mythical defender, and mythical supporter. And then there's enemy and monsters, how they function, and like their some spells and for each creature, or for enemy and monsters, so that you have like templates to be able to see how their spells would work. And then for all the different types. And then these are enemy and monster classes, for if you want the enemy or monster to have a class. So there's the Skin Shifter class, the Living Dead class, the Stalker class, the Magic Hunter class, and the Elemental Specialist. And then back here in the back of the book is campaigns to play. So this campaign is Escape from the Prison Islands. And it is, and then I think there's another one in here as well. Yeah, and then here is another campaign titled Into the Game, which this is the one that I was talking about that is a part of the lore in the book when I made my recent video that became 18 and plus, so I'll just mention it that way. When I mentioned that this book doesn't have any grammatical errors, because the grammatical errors, in quotations, that would be in it are there purposely because that's part of the fantasy language within the game, because the campaign right here is for anyone that watches anime, an isekai. So this whole entire book is literally based on, if you were to go into this adventure, and this is the knowledge that's downloaded into your brain by the god or goddess when you become isekai'd and you know about the world. So there's that, and I'm going to be playing both these adventures once I'm done with my current solo campaign. But as for now, we'll wrap up this video. We are done with reading out of From Peasants to Palaces Deluxe Edition, which is the core rulebook. And next we will begin reading from the Children of Concepts book, because the solo campaign I am currently playing in is about to have devils and demons within hopefully the next couple sessions, depending on how the combats and everything goes. So we will start looking over that book so that we can get informed on the devils, the demons, the gods, the angels, the fiends, the titans, all that good stuff. So give us a like, subscribe, and join us on our adventures as we explore the wondrous worlds of Voidheart in my self-published tabletop game, From Peasants to Palaces.